And then coming to what we are facing now, working from home. Most of us are working from home, and it has its pros and it has its cons. What is the most difficult part of working from home is that difficult tasks become more difficult in uncontrolled environment. So if there is a situation which is very difficult for you, if you were sitting in the office cubicle and putting your 100% there, it was easy for you to solve it. But from home, it is very difficult. So it says difficult task becomes more difficult in uncontrolled environment. And I think this is the only difficult thing I see from working from home. But let us look at the good things which you are facing by working from home. The first is that structure kills creativity. So working from home is better. So if it was a structured environment, a structured thing, creativity doesn't come out so easily. But now that you are on your own and you're focused and you are in a more of a comfort zone, the creativity becomes better. The second good thing is you you do not waste your time by traveling in this heavy traffic. Another good thing is that there is no distraction from your co-workers who are calling you for chai pani or something like that. So nobody is there to disturb you. When you put a board not to disturb to your family, they understand, so you don't get distracted easily. Another good thing working from home is that you get a homemade cooked lunch. You are not eating that junk food you were eating in the office, so you are on a much more healthier side now. Then you have to see both sides of the story. Another good thing about working from home is that in the process of balancing your multitasking or balancing your personal and professional life, you are indirectly learning to use both sides of your brain. You are, whether you like it or not, you are learning to use both sides of your brain, and that is going to increase your proficiency, it's going to increase your creativity, it's going to increase your intuition. So it is a win-win situation for you. And the best part is that working from home is giving you flexible timings, and of course you're becoming independent every day. So now, how do you balance this? How do you balance coping with the situation, working from home, and keeping your sanity, keeping your mental status in a good shape? So there are certain things you have to remember. I will tell you the things you might face. I will tell you the things you have to do. So first and foremost, now that we are working from home and we don't know for how long we'll have to work from home, because we don't see any clearance of the situation at the moment, especially in Delhi and NCR. The situation is not clearing at the moment, and we are at the peak, and how we don't know how many months we'll have to work from home till we are given a green signal to work from the office. So first and foremost, when you're working from home and it's a challenge, the first challenge is that since you have to work from home, think, what is your peak time? Some people work best during early morning, some people work best in the afternoon, some people work best post dinner. So you have to see, this depends from person to person. First and foremost, identify which is your best peak time, when you can actually do the difficult things first. They say eat the frogs first. So there are a lot of things we keep shifting, postponing, I'll do it later. But they have to be done. You cannot run away from it. But that can only be done when you are at the peak of your mind, when you are absolutely alert, and that is when the difficult tasks need to be done and kept aside. So the first and foremost thing is to identify what is your peak time. The second thing is that after deciding that, fix up your working hours. Like in the office, we had 9 to 5. Similarly, at home, fix up your working hours. Make a timetable. I start at this time. I break for tea at this time. I will take lunch this time, evening tea this time, and I wind up this time. Because if you don't have fixed time, then you are eating into your family time. And because family is right there, your children are there, your husband is there, your maybe old parents are there, so they also need equal attention. So it is very important that you have to balance your time now. You have to divide it in such a way that everybody gets their bit of it and nobody feels neglected. So fix up your working time and put the timetable up for everybody to understand that when you are working, unless it's a do and die situation, nobody should disturb you. The third thing, very, very important, is to fix up a place. Fix up a place. You cannot just one day sit on your bed and work. Next day you're sitting on your dining table and working. Third day you're thinking, okay, I'll sit in the living room and do it. No. Or you even carrying your laptop to the washroom. No, no, don't do that. If you really want to work productively, fix up a place in your room where you will sit. I know you have all those plug points in place and you have some lighting out there, something, some place. Fix that place up, put all your office things, your files, everything on that place. Don't scatter it all over your house. So treat that little space as your personal cubicle. Fix it up wherever you think in your house. I know some people have small houses, but then out there also fix up a corner. Which corner is yours, and nobody should disturb you in that corner. Now these are, you are creating that environment of professionalism around you, because once you create that, automatically your productivity becomes better. Then after fixing up your place, remember, please come out of your pajamas. I just read a joke somewhere that pajamas were telling the business suits, they said ki, "Arey, have you retired or what? Because we are working overtime." So the business suit said, "No, no, we have not retired. We are on indefinite leave." So the thing is, you have to come out of your pajamas. It's not necessary that you have to wear a business suit and tie. Okay, fine. If you can wear something formal for yourself to look good, it makes you feel good, professional, wear it. Otherwise, come out of the old clothes. Don't wear the same clothes you're wearing at night, the next day, and every day. So dress up. The moment you dress up, you take a bath, you dress up in fresh clothes, you become more fresher. You become more fresher. Then, whichever room you were working in, it's important to let the sunlight come in. Draw the curtains, open the windows, let the fresh air come in. And if you have the curtains drawn and if it is darkness in the room, your brain will think it's night time and it will start putting you off to sleep every 10 minutes, half an hour, and your productivity is gone. This happens with a lot of us. If the doors and windows are closed, we feel it's sleep time. We don't give 100%. So open the doors, let the air come in and the sunshine come in, and then don't let your brain think. Let your brain think it's working time. It's not sleeping time. And also follow your body clock, that in case you have your breakfast at this time, have breakfast at that time. If you are used to having your tea, your office tea break at 10:30, take a break at the same time, lunch break at the same time. Follow the same routine you were following every day, because your body clock had got used to it. But what are people doing now? People are working till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, then they're sleeping till 2 in the afternoon, and then they start their day at 4:30 the next day. No, your entire biological clock has gone haywire, and when you actually will come to reality, you're going to get into problem. And because of this biological movement of your body clock, you are getting a lot of problems like headaches and your acidity. Your body is not behaving right. It's because you're playing with your body clock. Then break your day in small compartments, as I said, that work time, home time, walk time, exercise time, blah, blah, blah. So divide your day very, very cautiously and stick. Routine is very important. Stick a routine is very important. Then very important, sleep on time. If you don't sleep on time, your entire timetable is going to go in a bad shape. So you have to learn to sleep on time, so that your body mechanisms, your body system is in place. And make sure that during the day you stay connected with your team, okay, your colleagues, your team, your boss, and exchange notes with them. And now it's, the world has shrunk into your hand. You cannot get infected by virtual talk. You can see a person and talk to a person. So very important, just pick up the phone, call those people up, stay connected with your office people, with your friends, and also don't forget your me time. You also have to take out some me time. So first thing, I to create a balance in your workplace, because now you're going to work from home, is to work on your environment. So once your environment is in place, your table is there, you are dressed for it, your timetable is in place, and that you have everything lined up in one place. You don't have to get up from your place 100 times. You have instructed people not to disturb you when you're working. Then your production starts from home. But most important thing is, keep your work and family apart. Keep your work and family apart. And that is the biggest challenge at this time. And the family also, when you are working from home, you have to make them sit down and you have to make them understand their own duties, because you are also doing it for them, and it's a teamwork. So a whole family has to work like a teamwork. But remember to give space to your family. You cannot just sit on in your table and then put on your video in full volume, and everybody, kids want to study, your grandparents want to or do some spiritual practice, your wife wants to watch some TV, and you are all busy with your full blast speakers on. So you are invading into the space of the other family members, and when you do that, they will get irritated. And because now we have no other option than to be in that confined area, you cannot escape their mood swings. So it's important, do not create a situation where you invade into that space. So if you know that you have to talk to somebody on video, just use some headphones. Do not, you be in your own space and do not invade anybody else's space. Then create house rules. Create house rules. Let people know that this is your duty, and this is your duty, and this is your duty. Delegate little things to everyone, so that when you are working, everybody is doing their own duty. Along with that, you are doing your duty, office also, and you're doing duty for your work also. So you have, and you cannot be a robot doing everything on your own. So your family, you have to make them sit, and you have to make them understand that together we will win this, and everybody has to put their contribution as a team. This is what I'll do, this is what you do, this is what you do. Delegate little things to everyone, give responsibilities to everyone, so that you are not under any kind of a pressure, any kind of a bugging. And then it says avoid small stuff. So छोटी छोटी बातें जो डेली में होती हैं, just don't bother. अवॉइड, जहां पे इतने सारे बर्तन इकट्ठे होते हैं, वो खटकते हैं ही. लिटिल थिंग्स विल हैपन बिटवीन चिल्ड्रन, बिटवीन योर वाइफ एंड यू, बिटवीन हियर एंड देयर. स्टॉप bothering about them. Don't take little things so seriously, and stop nagging. Everybody, remember, everybody is trying to deal with the situation in their own personal way. And by nagging them, by putting our own negativity onto them, you are increasing a lot of problem, not only for them but indirectly for you as well, because all that negativity is going to bounce at you only later on, and there'll be fights and there'll be negativity, and you have no escape. You have to be in that environment. So what can you do? The best thing is to start ignoring small things. Start ignoring small things. And don't bring your office pressure to your family. The moment you switch off your computer, you switch off. Normally, in offices we have uniforms for the same purpose, that the moment you remove your uniform, you get into your personal mode. But out here we have no uniform at the moment, but you can treat your computer, your office phone, or whatever you're working on as your uniform. That okay, the moment I switch it off, I am switching off from my personal professional life, and now I'm getting into my personal life. So don't carry that burden of office or whatever you've not finished, that irritation. Somebody said something from the other side of the office to you. Don't carry it to into your family life, because then वो एक बोलते हैं ना, धोबी का गुत्ता ना इधर का ना इधर का. You will be pressurized from all angles, and you are going to suffer. So separate that out, and remember, everybody is affected and everybody is trying to deal with it in their own way. So with your family, a lot of things you have to do. Very important, the family which eats together stays together. So when you have made your timetable. Fix up the time for everyone, that everyone should be at the breakfast table at this time, lunch time at this time, dinner time at that time. And when you're sitting on that table, exchange, talk to them. How did they spend their day? What did they do? Tell them, what did I do? If possible, create an activity. Okay, tomorrow we at this time, after dinner we'll watch a movie, or we'll play some game, or we maybe we'll go for a small walk in the neighborhood with the masks on. So you have to involve your family, because I don't want them to feel neglected just because you're working from home. And also lower your expectations. As a husband or as a wife, we have a lot of expectations, not only with each other but also with our children. Ye bhi karo, aise bhi karo, aisa hona chahiye, वैसे होना चाहिए. But as I said, everybody is dealing with it in their own way. Maybe kids are not putting that much of time in their studies as they should be. You have told them once, you've told them twice, but you cannot be after them with a gun. Okay, they are responsible for themselves. So you lower your expectations, tell them this is what I expect. But even if they are passing at this moment, I think that is great, because kids are also finding it very difficult to learn digitally. They are unable to connect, they are unable to understand things properly, and there is no connect, that human connect. Kids are young, they don't understand. We are adults, we understand things much better. So lower your expectations. And if you have had a fight with someone in your family, with a child, with husband, with in-laws, or anybody, just wait for the right time to talk to them. Because if you're angry and you say something, that person says something, it will just flare up. And once this situation flares up, that negativity will be there in your environment, in that house, because you cannot go out of that house, the other party cannot go out of the house. They are there and you feel those vibrations, and that would affect your work, that will affect your creativity, productivity, not only professionally but personally also. It will put you under a lot of stress. So, okay, whatever somebody said, make a note of it, calm down, and talk to that person when that person is receptive at the right time, in a very, very assertive way. Don't blame the person, blame the situation. जो हुआ वो ठीक नहीं हुआ. Don't say तुमने ये किया, तुमने वो किया. Don't hurt egos of people. Just say what happened was not right. So handle this is a very delicate situation at the moment. You have to keep everybody in harmony, because unless there's no harmony in the house, how would you work? So it's very important. Be diplomatic. Use diplomacy and the right timings, not to hurt egos. So that is why I'm saying, don't blame people, blame situations. That whatever happened was not right. This situation could have been handled better. So don't point fingers at people, and accept the fact that this situation is not going very soon. It is going to be there, I think, for coming couple of months, and we have to learn to live with it. So change your mentality, change the way you are dealing with situations, so that you are able to remain sane when you do things. And there was a somebody was telling me that, giving me a situation, why people shout at each other. People shout at each other because there is so much of distance between their hearts. And you see two lovers, when they are talking to each other, they even whisper, and even if they don't say anything, the others understand their things. So when you shout too much, you create a distance between the hearts. And okay, if it was a normal situation, the person goes away and you go away, and there is a gap between these two people, you can still handle things. But right now they are there right in front of your eyes in that same environment, and it will be very difficult to keep sanity intact in this situation. So when you can't change someone, change yourself. That is what you have to do. You will have to learn to take charge of your own emotions. And this is also the time to fix broken relationships. If you have had broken relationships, it is the time to sit down and talk, or pick up the phone and talk to a person with whom you have broken the relationship. Maybe this is the time of healing. So what can you do with the family time? So apart from your office work, how do you spend quality time with your family? Maybe you can take out the old albums and look at the memories of your wedding and of your children being born and the pictures of them growing up, their school time. And believe me, this is such a beautiful activity which will bind your family. Kids will be thrilled to see those pictures. You will think of happy times, not bad times. It will be a great time to spend time with your family. And remember to spend quality time with your family. I'm saying quality time. It's not this ke TV dekh rahe hain aur saath mein baithe hue hain. That is not quality time. Quality time is when you are talking to each other, when you are asking kya hua, kya nahi hua, going for walks with each other. That is quality time. So spend quality time with your family. And for especially for the parents, I would like to say there is one thing which is very much important at this time is the physical touch. The physical touch to the children, hugging your children, reassuring them, ruffling their hair, patting them at the back. This is very much required at this time because children are confused. They don't know how to handle the situation, especially if they are either young kids or they are teenagers. They are under a lot of pressure. They don't know what is happening. And these are, we are all social people. Kids have been so used to their friends and going out and having fun. Now they want somebody who understands them. So physical touch, hugging your child and making the child sit on your lap, and these physical touch is very, very important at this time. Then I'll also would want to share something very emotional which I was thinking about the other day. That sometime back when things were good, I had traveled to New York, and in New York there is a museum where they have kept all the artifacts or all those little things from 9/11 effect. A little piece of that aircraft, a little model of that twin tower building, and a lot of things are there in that museum to tell you about that 9/11 thing. So I was visiting that museum. In that museum, there is a tape recorder. If you ever get a chance, please do check that out. There is a tape recorder, and if you put those earphones and you listen to it, you will hear the last calls of people who called their loved ones from the aircraft before it hit the Twin Tower. And you will feel so emotional listening to those telephone calls. And when I was listening to those telephone calls, it hit me that there are three words people have used most of the time in those calls. The first word most of the people have used is thank you. Thank you, you have done this for me. Thank you, you have done that for me. They were thanking their family members, their wives, their children for whatever they have done, for being in their life. The second word you would hear was um, was I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I did this to you. I'm sorry I hurt you. And the maximum word you would hear in those phone calls is I love you. And that made me realize that these are these three words which we never use when the people are in front of us. We take our families so much for granted. We never say sorry. We never say thank you. We never say I love you to our loved ones. Why do we have to wait for disasters to strike us for us to say these words? So now, in this family time, use these words frequently. Talk to your loved ones. Tell them thank you for whatever they are. Thank you for whatever they have done for you. Appreciate what they are doing. Appreciate children for little efforts. Say sorry if you hurt someone. It doesn't make you any smaller. And don't forget, tell every member in your family that how much you love them. Make them feel loved. Call up those people who you have hurt or who have hurt you. Make up for them because you never know what future holds. So it's very important. Appreciate small things and don't sweat the small stuff which happens in your family. Because it says कि वक्त का खास होना जरूरी नहीं, खास लोगों के साथ वक्त बिताना जरूरी है. So this is the time you spend time constructively with your family, creating that balance between your work and your family. परिवार को परिवार क्यों कहते हैं? परिवार को परिवार इसलिए कहते हैं क्योंकि परिवार में परवाह होती है. There is nothing better than your blood, and this is the time to have that bonding time. And if you don't know what future holds. Uncertainty is very good for us. Uncertainty is wonderful for us. Why? Because आप पंडित जी के पास जाते हैं, पंडित जी आपको बोल देते हैं, हाथ देखकर आपका पंडित जी कहते हैं जी कल आपका एक्सीडेंट होने वाला है, आपका सारा फोकस उस एक्सीडेंट पे चला जाता है, वो कब होगा, कैसे होगा, क्या होगा, एंड ना चाहते हुए भी वो एक्सीडेंट होता है. So uncertainty is very good. When we don't know what future holds, it is very good. Past में जो हो गया, we cannot bring it back. Future में क्या होगा हमें पता नहीं है. So what do you have? You have just the present moment. You have just this moment to live. So why don't we live in this moment? Why are we wasting this moment in cribbing, crying, and why I'm working from home and blah, 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 blah. So whatever you have in your capacity, करो. जो कर सकते हो सिचुएशन के लिए करो. बट जो आपकी सिचुएशन में आपके हाथ में है ही नहीं, why worried about it? Just जो कर सकते हैं करो. Be there in the present moment. Do best you can for your family. Do best of work you can do. And then surrender to Almighty. जो करेगा अच्छा करेगा. Think positive. Create that mass karma. This too shall pass. Don't suppress your feelings. Don't suppress your feelings. I'm not saying start yelling and shouting if you're feeling frustrated. No, don't suppress your feeling, but talk to someone. Find someone either in your family or in your friend with whom you can confide how you are feeling. Bring it out. And if you cannot bring it out, start writing a journal. Start writing your feelings. At least bring them out of your body, bring them out of your senses. Let them come out. Calm yourself down. And don't deny the situation. When you deny the situation, नहीं कुछ नहीं होगा. I see in Delhi, even now, people say, अरे कुछ नहीं होगा, सिर्फ जुकाम तो है. But when it hits them, and when it becomes uncontrollable, then they realize the reality. So don't deny the situation. And because denial will lead to frustration, it will lead to confusion, it will lead to a lot of anger. And when we are in angry mood, when we are frustrated, confused, we do horrible things to ourselves. Mental health is very important. So unless you don't balance your emotions, unless you don't take charge of your emotions, you might land up doing things which you cannot even imagine you'll ever do. In a heat of a moment, in seconds you do things which you repent later. And we have seen these things, we are seeing these things happening around us, that in a spur of a moment they take decision, they end their lives. In spur of a moment they do things which are horrible. So it's very important to maintain your sanity, calm yourself down to have clarity. I'll tell you what to do about that. So calm yourself down, have clarity, because denial always leads to stress. So what should you do to maintain that calmness in your life? The first thing is start your day with a Be Positive capsule. You have to, like, you are taking zinc and you're taking vitamin C and you're taking all those things, add one Be Positive capsule in your diet. And how do you do that? First thing is, don't look at your phone first thing in the morning. हम सब नहीं ये करते हैं. The moment you get up, you pick up your phone and you start looking at your WhatsApp. You never know what message will be there in your WhatsApp. It could be a very horrible message of somebody dying. It could be a message of some very, very negative news. It could be some positive also, but majority nowadays, there is so much of negative news coming to you. And the moment you open your eyes, you know, हम जब बचपन में थे, हमके parents बोलते थे, the moment you get up in the morning, just look at your palms and pray to God, you know. But what are we doing? All of us, the first thing we do in the morning is to look at our phones. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Don't look at it right now. Okay, it doesn't matter whoever has sent a message, it can always wait. It's not an emergency. If it was an emergency, the person would have called you. Then don't let others shove rubbish to you. So stop looking at these WhatsApp messages, ye kar lo, wo kar lo, ye kha lo, ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya. Stop looking at those Facebook messages and those videos ke uski body ko aise kar diya, वैसे कर दिया, hospital में ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है. Just stop looking at it, because जो हो रहा है उधर हो रहा है. You are not involved in that at the moment. There is no need to become a sponge. Do not take that internally. So don't let people use you at a dustbin. They are throwing things inside you. So garbage in, garbage out. So if you keep getting that negativity, only negativity will come out of you. So stop looking at these negative things. So what you need to do, even if it is for 5 minutes, even if you're a little lost, just for 5 minutes, only thing I am suggesting to calm your mind. Of course, meditation is very good, but meditation for a lot of people is tough because मन नहीं पकड़ में आता है. It keeps moving. Again, there is a way to let that be. I will maybe give you a guideline on that. But first thing to calm yourself down is that when you feel agitated, take deep breaths. Take a deep breath with a count of 4. Hold it to the count of 4 and release it to the count of 4. And when you do that deep breathing, instantly a lot of oxygen gets into your body, and with the right posture of breathing, it just expands your emotional emotional room. It expands your mental room. Oxygen goes everywhere and you start feeling calmer. So deep breathing is extremely important at this way. One is to calm yourself down, and of course, deep breathing also to keep your lungs expanded and good in good condition. So don't worry about it. And if you want to meditate, nothing like meditation. Start with 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But this question, a lot of people say, ma'am, मेरा घर बहुत छोटा है, बहुत शोर है, बच्चे हैं. How do I meditate? So I just say, find a corner in the room. Just go to one corner in the room just for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. I'm not saying half an hour. I'm not saying 1 hour. Just for 5 minutes, close your eyes, sit there. But to create that environment again for meditation, find that corner, find a cushion or something which will be a reminder to you that this is my meditation cushion. If you want, you can just light up a diya agarbatti to create that environment around you. But create that aura of meditation. Sit in the right posture with your spine straight, and then take deep breaths and try to meditate for 5 minutes. And you would see it will be difficult क्योंकि ख्याल आएंगे, मन नहीं रोक पाओगे. बट देन यू मस्ट हैव सीन इन द सी, सर्फर क्या होता है, सर्फर जो होता है सी वेव्स के ऊपर अपनी बोट चलाता है. वो जब वेव आती है तो उसके ऊपर से अपना बोट चला के दूसरी वेव पे चला जाता है. सिमिलरली थॉट्स को आने दो एज अ वेव, राइड ओवर इट, and then come back to your focus. Then a thought comes, ride over it, come back to your focus. Distractions आएंगी, it is normal. हम लोग भगवान नहीं हैं, नाइदर हम इतने पहुंचे हुए महात्मा हैं कि हम एक बार बैठेंगे मेडिटेशन में और घंटों बैठ जाएंगे. Even 5 minutes if you switch off is good enough to refresh your brain. So always see to it that you, and also limit your addiction to these digital things. Do not spend too much of time in your digital media. The moment you get up, tell yourself, I'm going to decide how my day is going to be, and then work accordingly. That okay, this and family time, and then self work, working on self, or maybe doing a little exercise and trying a new dish, or maybe doing some little hobby. Whatever time you have allotted for yourself, do that apart from working from home. And most important, don't listen to news before you sleep. Never listen to news before you sleep, because when you are in about to sleep, you are between two states of your minds. You are between conscious and subconscious. You are between beta and alpha, and in this moment, whatever messages you carry will go deep into your sleep and will become a part of your subconscious mind and become a part of your habit. So if you see a lot of negativity and all that before you sleep, or you listen to a lot of negativity, your five senses take it in, and it becomes a part of you, and you become negative, chidchida. You don't want to be that. You want to be a happy soul. We don't want negativity around us. So the more you keep away from negativity, the more sane you are. And don't forget your appointment with God every day. It's not necessary. See, God is not saying, I'm not the kind who would tell you दिया जलाओ, बत्ती जलाओ, ये वाला चांट करो, वो वाला चांट करो. नहीं. God has not made any rules. गॉड ने नहीं बोला इंग्लिश में प्रे करो, हिंदी में प्रे करो, ये प्रे करो, वो प्रे करो, उधर बैठ के करो, नहा के करो, दिया जला के करो. ही इज नॉट मेड एनी रूल्स. These rules are man-made rules. So you make your own rules to God. God just wants to know that you have thought of him. भगवान कहता है कि सारी प्रॉब्लम्स तुम खुद ही सॉल्व करने लग रहे हो, तो मेरे को बीच में आने की क्या जरूरत है. So it's important that you just pray that, you know, whatever is happening, I pray God that we all ride over it. Just don't pray only for yourself. Pray for the world. Pray for everyone. The more you pray for others, the more it comes to you. And always remember that there is some power which is working for us. कोई ना कोई ऐसी शक्ति है जो हमारे ऊपर काम कर रही है. If you ask a girl, if you ask a lady who's pregnant and she says I'm pregnant, and one fine day suddenly the child starts moving inside her womb and she wonders कि क्या आ गया इसके अंदर कि अचानक से हिलने लगा. कोई तो एनर्जी होगी. क्या ऐसा निकल गया किसी इंसान से कि हम बोलते हैं वो मर गया. कोई तो एनर्जी होगी. तो उस एनर्जी को ध्यान रखिए, विच एवर एनर्जी यू कॉल गॉड, एंड जस्ट प्रे दैट दिस, you know, things don't happen for us, things don't happen to us, things happen for us. It was meant to be because we had to learn some lessons from whatever we were doing. So have faith that there is some power who's going to work for us. And this reminds me of a beautiful story that there was a mountaineer, एक पर्वतारोही था जो माउंट एवरेस्ट या ऐसा ही छोटा पहाड़ था, उसको उसने चढ़ना था. सो उसके सारे फ्रेंड्स और ये सब लोग उस माउंटेन पे चढ़ रहे थे. एंड यू नो कि पहाड़ों पे अंधेरा बहुत जल्दी हो जाता है, स्पेशली ये जो माउंटेन पीक्स होती हैं उनमें अंधेरा बहुत जल्दी हो जाता है. सो सारे के सारे बेस कैंप से ऊपर चढ़ रहे थे एंड शाम होने के लिए आई. सो लीडर ने कहा कि भाई शाम हो रही है, अंधेरा हो जाएगा, लेट्स रिटर्न टू द बेस कैंप. सो ये एक पर्वतारोही था, एक माउंटेनियर था, इसलिए नहीं मैं थोड़ा सा और चढ़ूंगा, तुमको जाना है तो जाओ. सबने उसको बहुत समझाया अंधेरा हो जाएगा, तू भी वापस चल रहे. बोले नहीं मैं थोड़ा सा और चलूंगा, तुम लोग जाओ. सो बाकी सब लोग वापस चले गए, वो ऊपर और चढ़ता गया और थोड़ी देर में अंधेरा हो गया. अब अंधेरे में उसको कुछ दिख नहीं रहा था. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, उसका पैर फिसल गया और वो पहाड़ से नीचे गिरने लगा. अब वो पहाड़ से नीचे गिर रहा है एंड ही इज फीलिंग दैट एयर एंड प्रेशर. वो नीचे गिर रहा है और वो गिर रहा है तो चिल्लाने लगा, भगवान मुझे बचा ले, भगवान मुझे बचा ले, भगवान मुझे बचा ले. एंड आपको पता होगा जब माउंटेनियर्स ऊपर चढ़ते हैं तो उनकी कमर के ऊपर एक रस्सी बेल्ट के साथ बंधी हुई होती है. वो उसके पास भी बंधी हुई थी और उसको ध्यान में नहीं था कि वो रस्सी बंधी हुई है. अभी वो गिर रहा था नीचे, तो गिरते 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 एक पॉइंट आया जहां पे वो रस्सी खत्म हो गई होगी और वो लटकने लगा हवा में. और वो लटकने लगा हवा में और वो बोलने लगा हवा में लटकते हुए, भगवान प्लीज मुझे बचा ले, भगवान मैं आगे से ऐसा गलती नहीं करूंगा, मैं प्लीज मुझे किसी भी तरीके से भगवान बचा ले. तो भगवान ने सुन ली और भगवान ने उसको, ऊपर से आकाशवाणी हुई और भगवान ने उसको बोला कि देख तू चाहता है ना कि मैं तुझे बचा लूं, तो एक काम कर, रस्सी काट दे. अब ये बोले कि क्या बात कर रहे हो भगवान, रस्सी काट दो, ये रस्सी ने तो मुझे बचा के रखा, मैं इसको कैसे काट लूं. भगवान ने कहा देख अगर तुझे मुझ पे फेथ है तो रस्सी काट दे. एंड ही डिडंट लिसन. ही सेज भगवान क्या बात कर रहा है, भगवान बावला हो गया, कैसे बोल रहा है रस्सी काट ले. सो ही डिडंट लिसन. एंड नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग जब उसके बाकी के जो लोग थे वो उसको ढूंढने के लिए निकले, दे फाउंड दैट दिस फ्रेंड वाज हैंगिंग from that rassi, dead, just 6 feet above the ground. सिर्फ 6 फुट ग्राउंड के ऊपर वो लटक रहा था. यानी कि अगर वो रस्सी काट देता तो वो ऑलमोस्ट ग्राउंड पर पैर रख सकता था. So what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that have faith. भगवान हमें इंट्यूशन भेजता है, भगवान हमें बोलता है ऐसे मत कर, ऐसे मत कर. आपके मन में भी आता है नहीं बाहर मेरे को मास्क के बिना नहीं जाना, बट आप फिर भी चले जाते हैं. यू आर इन डिनायल, सो आप चले जाते हैं. सो गॉड सेंड्स यू सम काइंड ऑफ अ मैसेज. गॉड इज ऑलवेज ट्राइंग टू प्रोटेक्ट यू. हम नहीं सुनते, हम गलती करते हैं. भगवान हमको बचाने की पूरी कोशिश करता है. एक जगह बाढ़ आई हुई थी और बाढ़ में सब लोग कह रहे थे ये गांव खाली कर दो, ये गांव खाली कर दो. गांव का जो मंदिर था उसका जो पुजारी था वो कहता नहीं नहीं मैं नहीं खाली करूंगा, मुझे भगवान बचा लेगा, मुझे भगवान बचा लेगा. सारे गांव के लोग जा रहे थे छोड़ छोड़ के और वो कह रहा था नहीं भगवान मुझे बचा लेगा, मुझे कुछ नहीं होगा. मेरे को बहुत फेथ है भगवान में। लोग यू नो कश्तियां लेके आए, कुछ लेके आए, इवेंचुअली पूरा गांव खाली हो गया। अब हेलीकॉप्टर से आर्मी वाले आए उसको बोलने के लिए, क्योंकि वो मंदिर के ऊपर बिल्कुल चढ़ चुका था कि भाई बाढ़ का पानी बढ़ रहा है, आओ हम तुमको अपने हेलीकॉप्टर में ले चलते हैं। नहीं नहीं नहीं, मुझको मालूम है भगवान मुझे बचा लेगा। एंड ही डिड नॉट लिसन, और पानी ऊपर चढ़ गया और वो डूब गया इसमें। और जब वो डूब गया तो ऊपर भगवान जी के पास पहुंचा और बोला कि मैंने इतना फेथ रखा था भगवान, तुमने तुमने मुझे बचाया तक नहीं। तो भगवान ने कहा मैं 1000 बार तुम्हारे पास आया, कभी कश्ती बन के, कभी हेलीकॉप्टर बन के, लेकिन तुमने नहीं सुना। वही चीज हमारे साथ नहीं हो रही है। कभी पीएम बन के, कभी सीएम बन के हमें रोज कहा जाता है ये मत करो, ये मत करो, ये मत करो, ये मत करो, लेकिन करते हम क्या है? वही जो हमारे मन में होती है, क्योंकि हमें फेथ नहीं है कि जो हमारे लिए किया जा रहा है सही किया जा रहा है कि गलत किया जा रहा है। And there are a lot of critics who think things are going wrong. There are a lot of people who think that the things are going right. That is your personal thought. But what I feel is that sometimes we are so much in denial that we just don't listen. And when we don't listen, we get into problems. Another thing which will keep us sane is gratitude. Don't forget the power of prayer. As I said, when you pray for others, it comes multiplied to you. And there was a very beautiful way of prayer I had learned, कि जब आप प्रे करते हैं, आपके पास ये 5 उंगलियां, आप ऐसा हाथ जोड़ के प्रे करते हैं। तो जब आप प्रे करें, अगर आप फोकस करना चाहते हैं प्रे में, तो जस्ट इस उंगली पे ध्यान दीजिए, द थम्स विच इज नियरेस्ट टू योर बॉडी। सबसे पहले थंब की तरफ ध्यान दीजिए एंड प्रे फॉर दोज पीपल हु आर नियरेस्ट टू यू, your family, your siblings, your family or your friends. Then comes this finger. ये वो फिंगर है जो लोगों के ऊपर हम उठाते हैं, ये ऐसा है वो वैसा है। So now pray for this finger and forgive those people who have hurt you, जिन्होंने आपको नुकसान पहुंचाया है, आपको आपकी तरफ पॉइंट किए फिंगर्स। नाउ कम्स दिस फिंगर, ये हमारे हाथ की सबसे ऊंची फिंगर है। सो नाउ प्रे फॉर दोज पीपल जिनको आप ऊंचे स्थान पे रखते हैं, आपके गुरुज, आपके मेंटर्स, जो आपको जिंदगी में कुछ बनाए हैं, प्रे फॉर देम। देन कम्स दिस फिंगर, जो हमारे हाथ की सबसे कमजोर फिंगर है, रिंग फिंगर। नाउ प्रे फॉर दोज पीपल जो बीमार हैं, जिनको मदद की जरूरत है, प्रे फॉर दीज पीपल। एंड इवेंचुअली कम्स दिस फिंगर, ये आपकी फिंगर है। बट आप रियलाइज करेंगे कि इन 4 फिंगर्स के लिए जब आप प्रे कर चुके होते हैं, इस फिंगर तक पहुंचते पहुंचते इनडायरेक्टली आप ऑलरेडी अपने लिए प्रे कर चुके हैं। एंड दे से व्हेन यू प्रे फॉर अदर्स इट कम्स मल्टीप्लाइड टू यू। जब औरों के लिए आप कुछ करते हैं, इट कम्स मल्टीप्लाइड टू यू। देयर वाज अ लेडी जो सर पे अपने गठरी लेके घूमती थी, भगवान सारी प्रॉब्लम्स तूने मुझे दी हैं, भगवान सारी प्रॉब्लम्स तुझे मुझे दी हैं, मेरी गठरी हल्की कर दे भगवान, गठरी हल्की कर दे भगवान। प्रकट हो गए, बोले तू मेरे गोडाउन में चल, तेरे को जो गठरी हल्की लगेगी तू ले लेना, मैं तेरे को अलाउ करता हूँ। भगवान के गोडाउन में गई, ये भी भारी है, ये भी भारी है, एक गठरी हल्की मिली, उसको उठा के सर पे रख लिया, बोली भगवान कितनी हल्की कर दी तूने मेरी गठरी। भगवान जोर से हंसे, बोले बेवकूफ, ये तूने अपनी गठरी अपने सर पे वापस रख ली है। मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज, दुनिया में कितना गम है, मेरा गम कितना कम है। हैव ग्रैटिट्यूड कि जो कुछ भी हो रहा है, आपके सर पे छत है, आपके हाथ पैर चल रहे हैं, आपके पास खाना है, फैमिली है साथ में। बाहर देखो, रास्ते पे लोग देखो, लोगों के पास खाने के लिए नहीं है, लोगों के पास जॉब्स नहीं है, पीपल आर डाइंग, उनके पास अपना इलाज कराने के लिए पैसा नहीं है। लुक एट दोज कोरोना वॉरियर्स जो कि महीनों अपने घर वालों से नहीं मिले हैं, एंड सो मेनी पीपल आर डाइंग। दुनिया में कितना गम है, मेरा गम कितना कम है। सो गॉड गॉड is protecting you. Have that gratitude that he is there, he will look after me. I'm going to tell God I'm positive, things are working for me. Have that affirmation and definitely it will work for you, because you're creating that aura of positivity around you. And remember, भगवान को बाहर ढूंढने की भी कोई जरूरत नहीं है, भगवान हमारे अंदर ही है। जस्ट क्लोज योर आईज एंड सी गॉड इज राइट विद इन यू, एंड क्लोज योर आईज एंड से गॉड आई प्रे for this world, I pray for the wisdom, guide me right, I should be helpful to others, मैं जो औरों के लिए कर सकता हूँ इतनी शक्ति मुझे दो कि मैं औरों के लिए करूँ। और भगवान protect me because I know you are within me, and how God is within you इज अगेन अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी। आपको मैं बताऊंगी कि एक भिखारी था और उस भिखारी के पास एक बहुत ही महंगा हीरा था, और वो इतना महंगा हीरा था कि मतलब उसकी कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं थी, और सब लोग उस हीरे को देखने आते थे। वो भिखारी उसको बड़ा छिपा छिपा के रखता था। अब एक चोर की नजर पड़ गई उस हीरे के ऊपर, और उसने मन में सोचा कि मैं इस हीरे को तो चुराऊंगा, कुछ भी हो जाए मैं इस हीरे को चुराऊंगा। सो वो क्या किया उसने, उसने जाके वो अ, भिखारी नहीं था, सॉरी गुरु जी थे, आई एम सॉरी, सो गुरु जी थे, उनके पास वो हीरा था। सो दिस चोर ने सोचा कि मैं गुरु जी के सत्संग में चला जाता हूँ, उनके सत्संगियों में मिल जाऊंगा और गुरु जी का शिष्य बन जाऊंगा, और मौका देख के ये जो हीरा है वो मैं चुरा लूंगा। सो गुरु जी की मंडली में चले गए। अब जब गुरुजी सोते थे वो उनकी सेवा करने लगा। जब गुरुजी सोते थे तो रात को उनका पूरा कमरा छान लेता था, उसको कभी डायमंड मिलता ही नहीं था। 1 महीने तक वो डायमंड ढूंढता रहा, ढूंढता रहा, ढूंढता रहा, लेकिन उसे समझ ही नहीं आता था कि गुरुजी डायमंड छुपाते कहाँ हैं। पूरा आश्रम छान लिया था उसने, उसको डायमंड नहीं मिला। एक दिन तंग आके उसने पंडित जी को बोला, पंडित जी आज मैं कन्फेस करना चाहता हूँ कि मैं एक बड़ा चोर हूँ, मैं आपका हीरा चुराने आया था, पर मैं अब तो नहीं चुराऊंगा, पर आप मुझे बताओ कि आप वो हीरा रखते कहाँ थे। तो साधु बाबा क्या बोले, साधु बाबा बोले मुझे तो पहले दिन से ही पता था कि तुम चोर हो, और मैं उस हीरे को हमेशा तुम्हारे तकिए के नीचे छिपा के जाता था, तकिए के नीचे, तुम्हारे तकिए के नीचे रख के मैं सोता था, क्योंकि मुझे पता था तुम सब जगह उसको ढूंढोगे, अपने तकिए के नीचे कभी नहीं ढूंढोगे। वही चीज है कि हम बाहर दुनिया में ढूंढते हैं भगवान को, लेकिन अगर आप देखिए तो भगवान हमारे अंदर ही है। इट्स द पावर विद इन यू। एंड अगर आपका मन नेगेटिविटी की तरफ बार बार भागता है, तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू कीप योर माइंड ऑक्यूपाइड। अपने मन को बिजी रखिए, अ, अपने मन को कहीं ना कहीं लगा के रखिए, बिकॉज आइडियल माइंड इज अ डेविल्स वर्कशॉप। So what can you do? Maybe you can rearrange your house. Maybe you can start some gardening, or maybe just cultivate or learn something new. For me, in this last 4 months, I have at least 32 certifications I have taken online. There's a beautiful site called Udemy. You can go there. Their courses are selling at a very low rate. Just pick them out. They'll give you certificate. You are enriched at a good cost, and you're using your time effectively. So it is important to use your time effectively. And again, a very small story. I hope आप मेरी stories से bore ना हो जाएं, but these I love to talk through stories. So there was this man, उसको एक साधु बाबा ने एक दिया दिया, जैसे अलादीन का चिराग था। सो ऐसा चिराग जो था वो साधु ने इसको दिया आदमी को, और इससे कहा कि तुम इस चिराग को जब रब करोगे तो इसमें से जिनी निकलेगा, और जो बोलोगे जिनी करेगा। सिर्फ एक चीज का ध्यान रखना कि जिनी को हर वक्त काम देते रहना। अगर ये जिनी को काम नहीं मिलेगा तो ये तुमको खाने के लिए आ जाएगा, तुम्हें खा जाएगा। बस इसको हमेशा बिजी रखना है, दैट्स ऑल यू हैव टू डू। उस आदमी ने कहा है इतना मुश्किल काम होगा जिनी को बिजी करना, हजारों काम है दुनिया में, लगा रहेगा जिनी। सो वो घर आया और बड़ा उसने प्यार से उसको रब किया। जिनी बाहर आया, जिनी ने बोला मेरे आका क्या कर सकता हूँ, मेरे लिए नया घर बना दे। जिनी ने ऐसे किया और घर बन गया। मेरे लिए खाना ले, ये ले, हर चीज जिनी ने फटाफट कर दी। अब जिनी को बोलने के लिए उसके पास बचा ही नहीं था, बड़ा परेशान, क्योंकि क्या बोलूं क्या बोलूं, क्योंकि जिनी जो था वो उसके पीछे भागने लगा कि अब मैं तो तुम्हें खाऊंगा। आगे आगे ये आदमी भाग रहा है, पीछे पीछे जिनी भाग रहा है उसको खाने के लिए। उसको समझ नहीं आ रहा है इसको क्या काम दूं, ये तो मुझे खा जाएगा। मौत दिखाई दे रही है उसको सामने। भागता भागता अपने दोस्त के घर पहुंचा, दरवाजा बंद कर, ये मुझे जिन्नी खा जाएगा, खा जाएगा। क्या हुआ, इसको काम नहीं मिलेगा, जिन्नी तो मुझे खा जाएगा। दोस्त ने कहा रुक मैं बताता हूँ। उसने बोला जिन्नी को, कम है, एक काम करो, इस आंगन में एक खंबा गाड़ दो। उसने गाड़ दिया। उसको बोला अब इसके ऊपर चढ़ नीचे उतर, चढ़ नीचे उतर, चढ़ नीचे उतर, जब तक तेरे को कोई दूसरा काम नहीं कहा जाता ना, इस खंबे के ऊपर चढ़ नीचे उतर। सो जिनी ने यही किया, चढ़ता था उतरता था, चढ़ता था उतरता था। कोई काम बोला जाता था करके, फिर उसको वो खंबे पे बोलते थे ऊपर नीचे उतर है। सो दे गॉट हिम बिजी। सो इस कहानी में क्या है, जो जिनी है वो है हमारा मन। हमारा मन अगर उसको कोई काम नहीं दोगे ना तो हमें ही खाने के लिए दौड़ेगा। सो इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट कि हम उसको बिजी रखें। अगर और कुछ नहीं समझ में आता तो कोई मंत्र पढ़ लो, कोई ऐसी चीज अपने जिनी को बोल दो जो आप बार बार करते रहोगे तो मन जो है आपका ऑक्यूपाइड रहेगा। द मोर यू विल ऑक्यूपाई योर माइंड, द मोर यू विल बी at peace and shift your focus from negativity. बहुत अच्छी आपको चीज बताती हूँ, एक रबर बैंड डाल लो यहाँ पे. रबर बैंड बहुत टाइट नहीं होना चाहिए, खून नहीं रोकना, बट ढीला सा रबर बैंड रखना है आपने. एंड देन आपने अपने से प्रॉमिस करना है कि मैं कुछ भी नेगेटिव नहीं सोचूंगा, और अगर मैं नेगेटिव सोचूंगा तो मैं खुद को पनिश करूंगा. सो व्हाट यू विल डू, जैसे नेगेटिव थॉट आएगा आपने वो जोर से रबर बैंड को खींचना है. जैसे रबर बैंड खींचोगे यहाँ दर्द होगा. दो चीज होगी, एक आपने खुद को पनिश किया, और दूसरा जैसे ही दर्द होगा योर माइंड विल गेट डाइवर्टेड टू समथिंग एल्स. एंड व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, द मोमेंट द माइंड गेट्स डाइवर्टेड यू विल चेंज दैट नेगेटिव थॉट टू पॉजिटिव. ये नहीं हो सकता है, तू कर नहीं सकता, कर सकता हूं. सो डाइवर्ट योर माइंड इनटू पॉजिटिविटी. सो शिफ्ट योर फोकस मेनी टाइम्स. और आप 8-10 बार करोगे ना इसको, एक हफ्ता भी कर लोगे ना, तो अगले हफ्ते से करना बंद कर दोगे. आप कहोगे बाबा बहुत खींच लिया, बहुत तकलीफ होती है, अब मैं नेगेटिव सोचूंगा ही नहीं. It's a good exercise you can do. So shift your focus from negative to positive, and trick your nervous system. Trick your nervous system. I say इसको बोलती हूँ grace. GRACE. हर एक शब्द से एक चीज बनती है. So grace your nervous system. G stands for grounding. You have to ground your thoughts. You have to learn and ground to reality. इसीलिए जब बैठे हो और आप फोकस करना चाह रहे हो टू समथिंग पॉजिटिव, स्टार्ट कर्लिंग योर फीट. ग्राउंड को फील करते हुए कर्ल योर फीट. सो यू आर ऑन द ग्राउंड एंड यू आर कर्लिंग योर फीट. यू नो आई एम ग्राउंडेड, आई एम अर्थ, जैसे अर्थ की वायर होती है. जी फॉर ग्रेस, सॉरी, जी फॉर ग्राउंडिंग. ग्रेस का दूसरा शब्द है आर. आर मीन्स रिलैक्स. So tense up your body, relax your body. Tense up your body, relax your body. And that will start evening out the energy in your body. Grace का तीसरा शब्द है A. Be aware of your stress signals. कि हाँ मेरे को नींद नहीं आ रही है, मुझे यहाँ बहुत ज्यादा भूख लग रही है, यहाँ कम भूख लग रही है. When you start concentrating on your body signals, you will understand I might be moving towards stress. So be aware. Then grace का अगला शब्द है E. E stands for energize. You need to energize your fingers and your palms by rubbing your hands together, creating that energy. I don't know how many of you meditate, but when you meditate, after that, when you rub your hands, and you will feel that tingling sensation. This is the energy you created. Just put that energy here and say Om loudly, and let that energy go to the universe. So I call it the grounding grace exercise. You can do that also to divert your mind. So focus goes where energy goes, where focus goes. So if your energy is positive and your focus is positive, things will definitely turn much good for you. I know 2 घंटे इसके लिए बहुत हैं. आपको ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि मैं सत्संग कर रही हूँ, बट इट्स सत्संग नहीं, ये ग्राउंड रियलिटी है. देखिए, अगर मैं आपको रुमाल में मक्खन बांध के दे दूं और मैं आपसे कहूं कि ये मक्खन घर ले जाइए, तो क्या मक्खन आपके घर पहुंचेगा? नहीं पहुंचेगा ना. रुमाल में थोड़ा सा तो रह जाएगा, बाकी चाहे बह जाए. तो रुमाल में जो थोड़ा रह जाएगा, बात वही है. मेरी इतनी सारी बातों में से अगर थोड़ी सी भी बात आपके दिमाग में रह जाएगी और आप उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर देंगे, तो वो भी जरूर असर लेके आएगी. आई कांट एक्सपेक्ट कि मेरी सारी बातें आपको याद रहें, पर जितनी भी याद रहेंगी उनमें से अगर आप 1%, 2% भी इम्प्लीमेंट करोगे, तो दिस ऑल्सो विल डेफिनेटली मेक some kind of a change in your life. And now, as I was saying, you have to take charge of yourself. So health is equally important. So exercise. अगर आप एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, जिम नहीं जा पा रहे हैं, कोई और एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, सिंपल 10,000 स्टेप्स अ डे. मेक इट अ पॉइंट कि मैंने दिन में 10,000 स्टेप्स तो लेने ही लेने हैं. एंड दैट विल डेफिनेटली कीप योर बॉडी इन मोशन, इन गुड शेप. सो 10,000 स्टेप्स अ डे. सेकेंड थिंग, चाहे गर्मी भी है, एटलीस्ट सुबह की वक्त थोड़ी सनशाइन में जरूर जाइए. घर के अंदर 24 घंटे रहने से आपके अंदर विटामिन डी की भी कमी है, एंड कहीं ना कहीं सनशाइन एलिवेट्स अवर माइंड. सो सुबह सुबह की जो ठंडी सुबह होती है, धूप सुबह की जो होती है, या शाम की जो धूप होती है, एटलीस्ट गो आउट इन द सनशाइन. एंड एज आई सेड अगेन एंड अगेन, आई एम रिपीटिंग, ड्रॉ द कर्टन्स, otherwise you will feel sleepy the whole day. Do this rubber band exercise, कीप योर एनवायरमेंट काम, कीप इट काम, लड़ाई झगड़े बंद करो, एंड ईट हेल्दी जहां तक हो सके. You can eat as much raw food as you can, and of course, again, precaution. Whenever food comes, whenever vegetables come, you know, आपको अब तक तो आप कर ही रहे होंगे, I know, it is important to wash them, and the best way to wash them is to take this boric acid and a little vinegar, put that in water, soak your vegetables, just wipe them dry, and then put them in your freezer. Stay away from any negative influence, any negative thing, anything which people tell you ऐसे कर लो, ऐसे कर लो, ऐसे कर लो. Find out whether it is right, whether it is wrong, and manage your media diet. As I said, just 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 come out of that negativity from anywhere which is coming to you. Stay in touch with people, upgrade yourself, and focus on the present. As I said, the mindfulness, and also use this time for giving to people. This is the time when you can give money, you can give food, you can give anything possible. जो भी आप कर सकते हैं करें. It happened to me. मैंने देखा सब लोग कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे हैं, मैं क्या दे सकती हूँ दुनिया को. So I realized कि the only thing I have in abundance is knowledge. So I started free online classes in my domain, in my niche. I started giving free online classes, and now I'm so satisfied and happy that people from all over the world, all age groups, all genders, are in my batches, and every week I'm rolling out a new batch, and it gives me great satisfaction that I'm able to make a little difference to someone. And when you make a little difference to someone, as I said, it multiplies and it comes back to you, because कोई देखे ना देखे, ऊपर वाला देख रहा है कि जितना आप देंगे उतना ही आपके पास मुड़ के आता है. So do what's best in your power, and then surrender it to Almighty. जो करेगा अच्छा करेगा. So focus on the things you can control, and don't worry about the things which you cannot control. See, you have physical lockdown, you don't have a mental lockdown. So think positive, and work on it. And as I said, don't worry about the future. I have learned two things in my life I believe very, very seriously. One quote, or one thing I believe in: I will cross the bridge when I get to it. मैं कल का नहीं सोचती, अगले पल का नहीं सोचती. प्लान जरूर करती हूँ, बट आई डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. आई क्रॉस द ब्रिज व्हेन आई गेट टू इट. बिकॉज जब मैं कल का सोचती हूँ और उसमें ब्रिज तक पहुंचती हूँ, तो ब्रिज होता ही नहीं है. इट इज ऑल इन माई माइंड, एज आई सेड पहले से ही. एंड्स ऑटोमेटिक नेगेटिव थॉट्स. सो वो हम खुद ही क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. सो फर्स्ट थिंग, स्टार्ट लिविंग बाय कोट. I will cross the bridge when I get to it. And the second is, life is a wheel. You know, life एक wheel की तरह है. दुख आते हैं, सुख आते हैं, दुख आते हैं, सुख आते हैं. So life will keep moving, and this time will also pass. The only thing which is certain in this life is that the times change. This too shall pass. As they say, वक्त वक्त की बात है कि वक्त नहीं बदलता, वरना वक्त के बदलने में वक्त ही कितना लगता है. So it's a combination of your simple skills like breathing exercises, calming yourself down, reflection on your day, and looking at the broader aspect of this whole situation, and remembering that everyone is going through it. It's not just you, and that it's a global reality. And also realizing that others are unfortunate, and so many people are unfortunate, and you are so fortunate. And then this will give you some balance in your life, to take charge of your life. And don't also, I have a very humble request to all of you out there: don't shun the corona patients. Anybody and everybody who gets corona, उन्होंने खुद नहीं बुलाया है. It just happened. Enemy किसी को भी attack कर सकता है. So don't shun them. Try and help them as much as you can. And don't even feel guilty. अगर आपके साथ भी ऐसा होता है, don't feel guilty कि आपको हो गया तो आपकी फैमिली को हो गया. Don't feel guilty about it. Whatever will have to happen will happen. But please look at it as a good situation, because the other side is we are also getting some good things out of it. So कुछ भी कर लो, फिसलता जरूर है. ये वक्त है, बदलता जरूर है. Stay strong, Stay very, very safe and follow the rules. And if you are still facing a lot of problems, I think you should step out of your comfort zone and ask for help. Your organization is there to help you, your family and your friends are there to help you. Don't keep your feelings inside you. Talk to someone, ask for help if you think you cannot manage it. So, what are the lessons we have learned from this corona? We have learned three very, very major lessons from this corona. The first is humility. Humility from, we have learned this humility from a very small and a very invisible virus. It's taught us humility in this world. And then we have also learned that we are all the same. We all have the same fears, we all have the same health issues, we all have the same problems. We are all same, we are not different. जो हम पहले सोचते थे कि गरीब अलग होता है, अमीर अलग होता है, गोरा अलग होता है, कारा अलग होता है, we are all the same. This is what virus has taught us. And the most beautiful lesson this virus has taught us, that up till now we were dependent on other countries by their import and export, that they will do things for us, and medicines ले लो या हमारी kits ले लो या ये चीजें ले लो. We were so dependent on others, and now this has made us realize that we have to be dependent on ourselves. That is why we have now vocal for local, so that we start becoming more self dependent on us. And when we do that, I'm sure we will see a very, very bright future. And I would like to end this with a wonderful story which has really inspired me, and I'm sure it will inspire you too. And what is the story? ये मेरी लास्ट की स्टोरी बहुत बहुत ध्यान से सुनिएगा, शायद इसकी कोई बात आपकी जिंदगी बदल दे. एक माँ थी जो कुर्सी पे बैठी हुई थी और कढ़ाई कर रही थी, एम्ब्रॉयडरी कर रही थी, और उसका बच्चा जमीन पे खेल रहा था. खेलते खेलते बच्चे ने ऊपर देखा तो उसको नीचे से उलझे उलझे धागे नजर आए. तो माँ से पूछता है कि माँ क्या बना रही हो, क्योंकि वो नीचे से धागे देख रहा था. तो माँ ने कहा, बेटा बड़ा सुंदर फूल बना रही हूँ, रुक जाओ पूरा होगा तो दिखाऊंगी. एंड शी गॉट बिजी. आधे घंटे के बाद बच्चे ने फिर पूछा, और ज्यादा उलझे धागे, माँ क्या बना रही हो. माँ ने कहा, बेटा बड़ा सुंदर फूल बना रही हूँ, हैव पेशेंस, पूरा होगा तो दिखाऊंगी. और थोड़ी देर के बाद माँ ने जब पलट के दिखाया तो बहुत ही खूबसूरत रंग बिरंगा फूल बना हुआ था. नाउ व्हाट इज द मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी? द मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज कि उस बच्चे की तरह हम इस धरती पे खेल रहे हैं और भगवान ऊपर बैठ के एम्ब्रॉयडरी कर रहे हैं, और हम रोज नीचे से एम्ब्रॉयडरी को देखते हैं और पूछते हैं भगवान से, ये क्या बना रहा है मेरी जिंदगी का. और भगवान क्या कहते हैं, बहुत खूबसूरत फूल बना रहा हूँ, रुक जाओ, हैव पेशेंस, पूरा होगा तो दिखाऊंगा. और एक दिन जब वो पलट के हमें दिखाता है, वी रियलाइज कि जो भी हुआ अच्छे के लिए हुआ. जो हुआ, अगर वो ना होता, जो ये ना होता तो वो ना होता, वो ना होता तो ये ना होता. सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लेसन इज हैव पेशेंस, this too shall pass, and this is happening not to us but for us, to make us better human beings. हिम्मत हार के बैठना, हिम्मत हार के बैठना ये हमें मंजूर नहीं. बेशक मंजिलें दूर हैं पर हम मंजिल से दूर नहीं.